Our next group is preserving and celebrating their region's very unique history. Representing the Grey District, here is the Blackball Museum of Working Class History Trust.
E te whare e te nei tēnā koe, ko te tangata whenua, mihi atu, mihi mai, e te kuia tariana, tēnā koe, e te hunga ora tēnā tātou katoa.
Hi, I'm Tony Cockshawn. Our coal on the west coast fired the furnaces that industrialised New Zealand. Our timber helped build this nation. I want to introduce you, these two here, Paul and Matt, who are going to tell you the story about the history of the working class struggle in Blackball. They are a compassionate lot, and passion is underlined in the small mining town where they have looked adversity in the face on many occasions. The spirit of the community is to the fore in Blackball. They have now put a stake in the ground about the Museum of Working Class History in New Zealand. Paul.
Blackball 2011. A village of 350 people on the west coast, situated between the Paparoas and Mawherenui, the Grey River. A variety of people, some old families, some new, a growing mix of cultures.
Blackball, 1908. It's a coal mining town. People living and working in difficult conditions. It was targeted by volunteer activists. Bob Semple, Paddy Webb, Ben Tillett, Pat Hickey and Will Rogers. The men got 10 minutes for lunch. They struck for half an hour. The strike lasted 6 weeks, but they were successful. When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood has run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. But what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? For our union makes us strong. The success of the strike led to the formation of a national union movement, which in turn led to the New Zealand Labour Party and the 1935 election victory, and the government which put into place the infrastructure of social democracy in Aotearoa.
In 2008, Blackball hosted the centenary of the strike. It was a very successful gathering. People from all over the country came to see it. It made us realise that the village is a shrine and that we needed to recognise that.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
So we set out to build a memorial resource centre museum. We never quite knew what to call it. We had the princely budget of $55,000. So it could only be accomplished through some creative thinking using an industrial design, mates rates from professionals, generous input from local businesses, and heaps and heaps and heaps of voluntary labour involving the whole community.
It was opened on May Day 2010. Since then, most visitors witness the story. We mount small exhibitions based around local storytelling. We are designing and piloting this year our schools program and have erected a workers' memorial wheel, which is an overly resonant monument after the Pike River disaster. And we plan to build replicas of the infamous single men's quarters as both exhibition spaces and themed backpacker accommodation.
This is an unusual project in this context, even in heritage context, for it tells a story of working people's contribution to New Zealand culture and our political and social system.
Yet it's appropriate as well, for the values of solidarity and collectivism and aroha, which lie behind unionism, also lie behind voluntary and community work. Rather than individual aspiration and individual gain, which are the goals that are often preached, these more humble and selfless values, we believe, keep society together. Step by step, the longest march can be won, can be won. Many stones can form an arch, singly none, singly none. And by union what we will can be accomplished too. Drops of water turn the mill, singly none, singly none. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā koutou katoa. Thank you.
Thank you.